We'll do the under 10 minutes.
You do that.
Okay.
The harmony down on the fifth. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
I was like, harmony down on the fifth, this is awesome! How are you going to know the notes?
Told you.
We're at Creation 2010 with Brian Head Welch, and introduce me to, who else we have in the studio?
This is
the other guy.
This is our underage drummer. And yeah, no, he's the baby of the band, so I just said, "Who's with me?" And he's here. Say hi, Dan.
Hello.
Well, it's nice to have you along, Dan. And Brian, I know that your story is powerful. Could you give our listeners give them the scoop on your transformation?
Yeah, what I was saying on stage earlier. What a trip that God could look down on someone like that was doing stuff that I could have been arrested like hundreds of times for the stuff I was doing. I was living my life like a rock star, just full force, and something in me, deep inside, was telling me just it wasn't right, no matter how successful I got. And I got so hooked on drugs that I think I would have died if I kept going. I know I would have. And so I went to a church, and this guy just said Jesus was real. So I said, all right, if he's real, then I'll know it pretty soon. And I raised my hand, received Christ, went home and said, if you're real, you know, where are you? And long story short, a couple of weeks later, I had an experience, an encounter with God Himself, Holy Spirit. I don't know what it was, but I was like shifted like that into like, okay, everything changed. It's like all the money, the millions, the fame, the drugs, everything was like, I just dropped it all and went over here. It was so cool. And I've been going ever since, and it's a struggle sometimes in this new life, but nothing better.
Well, how was it today playing Creation?
It's fun. Good crowd. Felt good on stage. Nice weather outside. People seem to be into it, you know. So
yeah, the best possible scenario there.
I came to this festival when I was in high school because I'm from Uniontown originally, you know what I mean, which is solid, like, you know, about 2 hours south or whatever. And it's like, you know, it's cool to come back and play it, you know.
Yeah, very cool.
I haven't been back to Pennsylvania in like 7 years, so that's really cool to be back.
Yeah, that's
I
nice.
felt a lot of acceptance here, and it's just like I have to deal with a lot of rejection because, you know, I'm the guy from Korn who was very vocal about his faith. So a lot of people like sometimes don't show up. Sometimes when we go and play, it's like there's that weird. But you know, this really lifted our spirits up. You know, because sometimes you just want to go, am I in the right spot? You know, if like 50 people are showing up at this show, and like, am I doing the right thing? Am I supposed to go somewhere else? And then we come here and our spirits get lifted, and we're like, ah. So it was really fun today for me.
Well, have you gotten to see any of the other bands? Have you stuck around?
Sleeping Giant right now was crazy. Yeah, but the music is just like, he's like a screamo preacher.
That's a very cool way to think about it.
Yeah.
You know? So how are people responding to your music as far as the success stories? Let's go to that side of things. I'm sure that there are kids who are thanking you for what you do.
Definitely. Actually, everywhere we go, there's success everywhere, even in the stuff that looks just horrible, right? I mean, there's like people that are saying, you know, your book changed my life, your story changed my life, and you know, and even on the bad days. So it's just like, if I could just hold on to that on the bad days and keep walking. But this girl just came up to me and said, "You don't understand how much you changed my life," and you know, you hear that. I heard a guy from Iraq came back all tweaked out, and he was drinking and doing drugs. He got his gun, he's gonna shoot himself, and he saw me on TV, and he put the gun down. His wife got home, said, "Get that guy's book," and he got it. His life has changed. So it's just priceless. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's powerful stuff, and not everybody understands that, especially if they've never been through anything that even resembles those, you know, so.
Everyone's gotta go through their thing.
Yeah, and we're rough around the edges, you know. I am definitely a work in progress, and it's like, just God, she shows us that, you know, look what I'm doing with you. You know, I'm not done with you. Just keep walking. You know, I've made some mistakes, and you know, got some stones thrown at me by some really religious folk because of some mistakes I think I made, and I was wrong, but I didn't know it back then. You know, you change from glory to glory, and it's like, you know, live and learn.
Right, and none of us are perfect. It's really hard to even try to be.
Yeah.
You know, you can get very messed up, even in perfection, in trying to be perfect. So I think it's really cool that you have a vulnerability about that. future? What do you have in the works of this summer and beyond?
We'll tell her about what's coming up in
Yeah, tell me about what's coming up.
October.
October through December, we're going to be going out with Red and Almost, and a band called Silverline. I think they're in the
very cool.
Yeah, so that's like all over the whole country, so it should be good.
So that's the tour, huh?
Yeah.
And the record, we're working on the record, put on hold. So when all that gets worked out, we're gonna go out and do or record and just do what we do, the best we can do it.
Well, hey, it's great to meet you. People can keep up with you on Twitter and at your site.
Yep.
And then coming up October and beyond on that tour. That sounds great. So we'll keep our listeners posted about it. Thanks for stopping by today.
Right on. Thank you.
Thank you.